was just our immediate family, not even close friends, but just our immediate family. Everyone was so relaxed and such in the mood to celebrate Alan, Zeta, whatever you want to call him. And it was nice, right, Al?
It was probably my best birthday party, other than when I was 65 and you were 55, if you recall.
Yeah.
We had a big, fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a
our
different kind of
150th
party. It was like
birthday
big,
combined.
Pardon?
Was that the 150th combined?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was
great.
150th.
We wore gowns and tuxedos and had a big Cuban band, and it was wonderful. You know, you don't give big parties often in your life, but when you do them, you got to do them right. And I always thought we'd be in that house forever, and that our grandkids, one of them, would end up getting married there. But maybe in the new house. You never know. You never know.
What?
So I want to show you how bad I am.
Oh, yeah.
The hotel left this beautiful plate of cookies on the table when we walked in with a beautiful note and happy birthday, and isn't it nice?
You're
And I wasn't.
find out now.
I was not good.
Suzanne's secret addiction.
I wasn't
Okay.
going to eat any
This
of
is
them.
it. Okay.
But
she will wake up in the middle of the night and slip out of bed silently.
and I don't
and
eat
feel
sugar,
her
but
way
when
over to the cookies and have a little cookie.
I don't know how this happened.
And then in the
that there's a
morning,
big bite taken out of that one. But
I look at the cookie
Well,
tray
if you're
and
gonna eat
it's
it, then you
gone.
gotta eat the pistachio and the salted caramel one.
I do. All right, let me try the pistachio.
I think it's pistachio, isn't it?
What?
See,
What's some,
I don't get the in the middle of the night. She doesn't want to wake me up because then I'll say, "What are you doing?"
Do you want the rest of this?
No, I'm trying to quit.
I'm showing a little restraint, don't you think? And what's the other great one? The salted caramel?
Yeah, it's either a salted caramel.
Is this
or a
salted
vanilla
caramel?
mix.
Is this vanilla?
You know, you taking a bite out of each cookie reminds me. We had that peach tree, and one year we covered it with netting so the birds couldn't get in, but the birds got in anyway.
This isn't the one I thought it would be.
And they took one little bite out of every peach.
Maybe
and that
this is
was it.
salted caramel.
I wouldn't have minded if they'd eaten the entire peach. They didn't do it. One bite out of each peach. So what did we do? The following year, we didn't wait till they got ripe. We harvested them when they were still green.
I'm such
We
a
took
pig.
a long driving trip. We took the peaches with us, and they ripened in the car, and it was fabulous.
Okay, so this
That looks like raspberry.
is I already took a bite out of that. This is a plate of Suzanne Somers cookies who's not going to eat them.
Well, I'll tell you what Suzanne's rationale is going to be.
What?
Okay. Well, no one else can eat them because I've already taken a bite out of them, so I might as well kind of work on them this week.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and they'll be here tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, tonight.
The salted caramel was the best. The raspberry wasn't good. The pistachio
I'm not
was,
a raspberry person.
yeah,
In macaron.
no, and the pistachio was good, and vanilla was good, but it's the salted caramel. You win again, Caroline. And then
Was it salted caramel? You think it was? Or
yeah,
was
it was. And then there's the cherry pie. You may take that, Alan.
Okay.
Here I am. I'm the woman who's written the books on don't eat sugar. And look what's going on. That's what happens when you go on vacation. It was here, and I didn't mean to, but there it was. It's been looking at me all day. I waited all day for you just to have a bite with you.
You know, it's okay.
And the chef down there made them
Yeah.
homemade.
It's okay.
He didn't buy
Really.
them at a
It's
store.
all right. Don't feel guilty. It's fine.
I feel a little guilty.
Okay, well, that's good. A little guilt is okay.
But I'm so glad that you enjoyed last night. I could tell. Because
I loved it.
you probably know by now, Alan does not BS.
No.
And he doesn't, he can't, that's why he told Caroline, it's not great. Or
I
whatever.
never said that.
Or what did you say?
I suggested an additional way to have done the cherry pie.
How,
Okay?
how did you tell her to
I
do
can't
it?
remember that. I
Have
just
you ever made a cherry
I just
pie?
remembered when I said it, she got pissed off at
Happy
me.
birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Okay,
Yeah.
there you
It
go.
wasn't as gentle as you think.
No.
The searing. Because there's an issue with cherry pie. Like we all know that Suzanne made you the the cherry pie story and you never ate it. So there was already a heightened sensitivity.
Well,
Yeah.
it was a timing problem. I fell asleep, and when I woke up, I had to run to the airport.
No, I get that. But
I
then
should have
the pie
taken
made
I
the
should have
pie.
taken the cherry pie with me.
Yeah, you could have eaten it in the car.
So was it George Washington that cut down the cherry tree?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it'll be George and myself. We will be memorialized forever to eternity, okay, because of our cherry tree and cherry pie.
Well,
I'm fine with that. That's a good association.
they're very good. Now, the other thing we have in our room
Yeah.
that he got for his birthday are a bag full of mangoes.
Oh, yeah.
People really know who Alan is, and a bag full of mangostinos. Ever had those? Mangosteens?
Mangosteen.
That's
my favorite.
They look
fruit.
like a wooden apple. You
Yeah,
open it
favorite.
up,
Yeah.
and inside are like sections, like an orange, but only one seed per mangosteen.
And they're
they're
white.
sweet
The inside
and
with the sections
delicious.
are white.
Can you tell what we did today?
Yeah.
2 sloths.
That's what we did. We ate all the mangosteen. They came
Right.
from Leslie and Daisy.
Yeah.
We ate all the mangosteens this morning. Okay. Then we also had brought some mangoes with us. Okay?
Yeah.
About 30 of them. So you laid in bed and I cut mangoes and I kept bringing them to you in bed.
It was
And
great.
finally you looked at me like, oh,
I couldn't eat any more mangoes. I said, I'm done. But we still have in the little hotel refrigerator here
Yep.
a perfect watermelon. This is Al Hamill food. Watermelon, sweet organic corn, truffle fries. You've had cherry pie. You've had all your favorite foods for your birthday.
Uh-huh.
Not kidding. Yeah. And if this is anything like the one 2 days ago, it's the most perfect watermelon I've ever tasted. He knows how to pick a watermelon. A lot of people say if it's got a little light green patch on one side, means that's the side it grew on. And that's supposed to make it very sweet. I don't know.
No, that's not the way you do it.
All right. How do you do it?
The way you do it is, first of all, using only your knuckles.
Oh,
You tap on it.
okay.
And it has to be a hollow sound.
Mm-hmm.
Then you look, there's usually sort of gentle white lines on the outside of the melon. There aren't actually with this one here. But normally with big ones especially, there are these white lines. And if they're somewhat straight, that's a good sign. But it's the knocking sound. If you can knock and
Come
hear
and
it-
knock on my door.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But this watermelon is the sister of the one we had the other day.
That was the best water. Watermelon's fine. All fruit is fine. But when I taste a piece of fruit in its prime, like when you pick those apples right from the tree in
Yep.
October
Yep.
in Germany,
Yep.
that was an apple.
I could have been shot. I climbed
Yeah,
over
he was
a fence.
climbing over fences,
I climbed
picking
over
apples.
a fence into an apple orchard,
Yeah.
and it never occurred to me that the farmer who owned the apple orchard might own a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that today. Of course, I probably wouldn't climb over the fence today either.
You probably would. You're so who you are. And I saw that with what everybody said to you last night. And we're toasting him and clapping. And guess who comes over to our table? Kris Jenner, to shake his hand and wish him a happy birthday. And I said, how nice of you to come to Alan's party. It was just a coincidence. And we had such a good time. Bruce was funny. Violet, my granddaughter, was hysterical. And I love her boyfriend so much.
You know, Violet and I have
Yeah.
an interesting bond. We're both a little quirky.
You think?
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah.
Okay, but then again, I also have that similar bond with Daisy,
Yeah.
because Daisy has a quirkiness as well. Okay, so I'm working my way through the grandchildren. I'm going to try and train all of them to be quirky. There's something wonderful about being quirky, because then you can do whatever you want to do, and people say, why would you do that? Well, because I'm quirky. Okay.
And Camelia wasn't there last night because her boyfriend came down with COVID, so she said, I need to do the appropriate thing and not come. even though she tested negative, and I thought that was so adult of her. Although I missed her so much, I love Camellia.
So today is Suzanne Selects Day.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the day that it comes once a month, just
Look
like
at you
your
getting
period.
right to
Pardon?
it. Look at you.
Right to it. It's 4:20.
Oh, is it? Oh.
What?
We
Who?
had cookies and pie and party.
It's more fun, isn't it? Okay. This is this month's Suzanne Select. God, I love that dress. Manuka Honey Soothing Gel, Manuka Honey Moisturizer, Bronze Shimmer. These are actually 3 of my favorite products. So, can you explain to them what the Suzanne Selects is?
Absolutely. The Suzanne Selects, we guarantee that the retail value will be over $120. Today it's $134.97 or $135. And the box is never more than $49.99. And today that's 63% off.
Okay.
Losing money again.
Show them this.
Okay. And the reason we do it,
So
is
you'll try it.
yeah, we want you to try it. And these are full size bottles
Yeah.
and jars, etc.
I love the Manuka Honey. I'll use a jar and then I run out of it and then I go to the other kind of moisturizer. And then when I go back to Manuka Honey, I go, wow, that's so incredible. That's the soothing gel. I have my skin gets irritated. This is so makes my skin so happy. Show them the
Okay.
moisturizer.
Okay.
Try it yourself.
It's a fabulous product, those Manuka Honey products.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
you know, our friends Guido and Chrissy, who have horses, and they use Manuka Honey on one of their horses, and we're very happy with it.
Yeah. I'm surprised the horse didn't just lick it all.
Well, the horse couldn't reach where they put it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, here's the Bronze Shimmer.
And this you'll
Or
love.
for a French Canadian or French speaking audience, Bronze Miroton.
Chimeux.
Don't make fun of my French, okay?
I'm not.
All right? Because I'm a Canadian,
Yeah.
or I'm half Canadian.
You are Canadian?
I'm half Canadian.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, I'm a Polish Canadian American.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what
I remember the day that Alan became an American citizen. We always do everything together, and he said in the morning when he was leaving, he said, I don't want you to come. I said, why? Oh, I want to just cheer you on. He said, I don't want to have to take care of you today. I'm going to become an American. It means so much to me. Actually, it makes me cry when I say it because I know how much it means to you. So he went by himself down to wherever that is. Where was it, Al?
Downtown, I was in a huge room in the convention center with 5,000 people.
Yeah. And he had on a baseball hat that had a little American flag on it, and he was holding a little American flag. And then they all said a pledge of allegiance, and then they threw their hats in the air. And
Oh, we didn't throw our
I thought you did.
No. That's at the Naval
Oh,
Academy.
at the Naval Academy.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you go to the Naval Academy?
Not that I remember.
Anyway, he came home. He was so emotional. And when you think about what a privilege to be part of this country, even with it being screwed up right now, it's freedom, liberty. Liberty is what people all over the world, that's why all those people are trying to get in. It's an incredible thing, and I saw it all over his face when he came home. And it made me appreciate and respect even more the luck I had at being born in this country.
By the way,
Yes.
since I'm part Canadian,
Uh-huh.
today is Canada Day.
What's that?
Canada is memorializing the day they signed the Constitution in I think it was 1867. Okay, now I'm pulling that out of my high school years, but I think it was 1867. And that's when they created and signed the Constitution. Yeah, that said from now on, You say oot and a boot and hoos.
And dollar.
Dollar.
Yeah. Yeah. You've just won $20. I used to think, what? Anyway, for those of you who have not been exposed to the Suzanne Selects box, order one. It's a monthly subscription, but you don't have to join 12 months. You just order one and say, let me think about it after I get my first box. You'll want to go into the next one. And it comes automatically every month if you so desire. And it started, and you've heard me say this before, it started with the very first catalog I ever experienced was, well, my mother had the Good Housekeeping catalog, but I wasn't much interested.
I bet she had the Sears.
And the Sears,
too.
but
Yeah.
at my age at that time I wasn't. But when I just started making some money on Three's Company, out comes the Tiffany catalog. And it's the same blue as Alan's toes, pool. And I ordered so much stuff I didn't need from the Tiffany catalog because they weren't selling things that I wear, or there's keychains, sterling silver pens, things like that. But you know what I loved? I loved getting a present in the mail every month. I know, I paid for it, but I loved getting that present.
And you used to program it so it arrived just before your period. Just before you went bananas.
This is Alan lying.
Yeah.
But I know you're going to pay for it yourself, but it's really fun to receive the mail and go, oh, what's this? Huh? Oh yeah.
It's also our biggest discount. The Suzanne Selects boxes, because the contents change every month, but it's always going to be worth at least $125, and you only pay $49.99. But sometimes it's up to like 68-70% off. So for people who love Suzanne's products, it's a great way to collect these items.
Like that.
Also, it makes a great gift. Okay,
Well,
so-
that's what I was going to say. I'm not trying to spend your money, especially in these days, but next month you'll get this one yourself, and next month you might want one for a gift for your sister whose birthday it is, or anniversary, or your mother, or your daughter. And then the gift is all chosen. Who wouldn't want this? The Manuka Honey Moisturizer. So great. The Manuka Honey Soothing Gel. This is awesome. I put this on. I get allergic to a lot of things. I put it on and I'm irritated. I put it on and my skin goes, I'm not so irritated anymore. So that's good.
Okay.
And then this bronzing gel, if I do it right, I put it on sometimes a little haphazardly, which Caroline always points out. But when I just want my legs to look good in my high heels, that is what I put on. Or my shoulders, or my arms. I use it in my nightclub act. Yes, Alan?
Okay, well, Susan says, please don't make fun of Canada. I've never said jeweler in my 66 years.
Oh, you didn't?
No, but I did.
Yeah, he said 10
I did. When I first moved here,
$10.
I did. Jeweler.
Yeah.
Dollar. Whatever. I can't remember.
No,
what I
you
said.
can't. It was just, it came out of you.
That's right.
There's nothing to make fun of
Yeah.
in Canada. As Canadians are really nice people.
Well, I can think. I've got the greatest Canadian hockey joke that I cannot tell. Okay. I think
You told it.
I told it. I can't tell that joke. It's the greatest joke ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Having to do with hockey. And by the way, speaking of hockey,
Were we? Okay.
what we're speaking about hockey.
Yeah.
Okay. I did a
Because that's all Canadians do is talk about hockey.
Well, hockey's the biggest thing in Canada.
Yeah.
Hockey night in Canada. Okay. And Andy Bathgate, who played for the New York Rangers, maybe some other team, we did a series together for a number of years.
He was a hockey player?
He was a great hockey player, and I think a professional golfer as well. He was a great guy, and I enjoyed that. However, what are you doing?
See, I don't eat and drink everything in front of me. I don't really care about wine, but this nice hotel left me the cookies and wine and 2 beautiful wine glasses. I haven't even thought of this. Okay, go on.
Well, I can't go on. You interrupted me with the
I'm
footnotes.
sorry. No, I
Okay.
picked it up to wait till your story was finished.
No, I can't.
Andy Bathgate,
No, but I was...
and hockey,
No, I was
and it's the Canadian football
No, I didn't mention football.
No.
Although I could.
Will you remember your story, Alan? I'm just going to answer a couple of questions that I'm seeing here on Facebook. You guys, someone is asking if you can just buy one box. Here's how you do it. You sign up for Suzanne Selects, which is a subscription program. So you have to sign up for the subscription, but you can cancel it after one.
Yeah.
So we make it really easy for you to cancel, but you can't just buy one box. You sign up for the subscription, and then you can cancel it at any time. And when you sign up, you can choose to get it every month, or you can get it every 2 months, or every 3 months. And if you ever want to change the frequency or pause it, we make it really easy to do that. You can go into your account, do it yourself, or you can call our customer service representatives who are there from 8 to 5 Pacific time, Monday through Friday, and they're very helpful.
We have a great customer service set up, and he will sit on the phone and talk to you and explain things. I can't believe you're eating more cookies. You usually sneak them. Okay?
Yeah. It's hard to sneak things on camera.
She's ready for the holidays. She's rolling into the holidays.
You know what it is? Vacations are like, you have several days called, oh, well, might as well. I'm on vacation.
She's eating the one that she doesn't even like. It's that raspberry one. You didn't even like that one.
I didn't, but I didn't eat it. I took one bite and I went, oh, good, it's not worth it.
Okay, so Sherry Brooks Garlock said, I love, that's in caps, my Suzanne Somers boxes. I've been getting them since 2020.
Wow.
And then she said, happy birthday, Alan.
Oh.
Love you all.
Oh.
We love you. Thank you.
So nice.
It was such a nice birthday. We had the show the other night where he had his gluten-free pizza, which, as you all could tell, he really liked his gluten-free pizza. And then he got, for his birthday present, a pink Tom Ford sweatshirt, which he really likes. And then we drove to Los Angeles, and now we're staying at his favorite place. And we went to this great restaurant that was like a party. We used to go there all the time when it was another restaurant, and now it's like the people who've taken it over, they've turned it into this great, all the locals are going to return there. Wasn't it just wonderful, Caroline?
Oh, it was great. It was a fabulous thing.
And you know what makes a great party? When you're all kind of smashed in and there's a buzz in the room that you can hear but you can't hear because everybody's talking. Everybody's so relaxed when they're near one another because we're social beings. But it wasn't, if you go to a restaurant where it's so quiet and so serene, that's a place you go for with one other person. But when you want to have a real...
and also the table was the right width.
Yeah.
Because we had, it was you were able to have one conversation at our table, or you're able to have one conversation, or you're able to have side conversations. But sometimes when you're at those big round tables, you're too far away. You can really only talk to the people on each side of you. Right.
Well, I had requested the table in the corner, which was round, and then that wasn't available. And I took this one thinking, I hope it's good. But it was perfect. I could talk to anybody all evening, and did.
Right.
Okay, so Rose Montoya said July 1st, 1867, the British North America Act, known today as the Constitution Act 1867, created Canada. June 20th, 1968, Governor General Lord Monck signed a proclamation that requests all Her Majesty's subjects across Canada to celebrate July 1st.
Huh.
So there you go.
Wow.
Thank you.
Is this the weekend that Pepperdine puts up all the flags? Or is that Memorial?
No, that's
9/11
Memorial.
and Memorial Day.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I get them mixed up.
Yeah, they could do it for. They really could do it for July 4th.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but we're not doing it. They have money. That's a well endowed.
Yes, it is.
Okay, they could. Speaking of well endowed, never mind.
Who are you referring?
Can we talk a little bit? Oh, sorry. Were you in the middle of telling a food story that I interrupted?
No, he was doing. His hands were doing this.
Well.
Okay, I'm going to segue right into Manuka honey. Suzanne was one of the first people to at least teach me. I don't know if she taught you guys about Manuka honey. She started talking about it before everyone was talking about Manuka honey because that's just Suzanne.
Thank you.
And she was talking about the benefits of eating it because it's a very special honey, and it doesn't look like other honey. It's white and it's fluffy, and it comes from these special manuka flowers that only exist in New Zealand. And it has a ton of antioxidants. It's wonderful for skincare. It is a natural moisturizer because it draws moisture to the skin, and it's antibacterial, and it calms irritation. So it has all these amazing anti-aging benefits. So that's why Suzanne said we should do something with Manuka honey, and that's how we came up with these two products. The soothing gel. So if you have any kind of irritation on your skin, or if your skin just needs some extra TLC, sun exposure, any kind of like bumping or irritation that you want to help, that is where that Manuka honey soothing gel is amazing. Also has hyaluronic acid and aloe vera, and it's just a fabulous product. And the moisturizer is, you can just use that on, daily or nightly. And if you have blemish-prone skin, it's actually really great for that too. So that's just what I wanted to say about your amazing product.
Well, thank you. And what did I tell you last night that we should make? I had a thought. I thought, we should. Do you remember what I said?
No.
Well, if you don't remember.
I was on such carb overload from all those truffle fries.
We had every course in came the fries, and then I got picky about them.
The third time was the best.
That was the best. I got our server was Heather. I said, Heather, these don't have enough salt or enough truffle. So
And they're not warm enough.
she said, do you want me to bring them back? I said, yes. So she brought them back.
The first ones weren't hot enough, and the second ones didn't have enough salt or
Right,
truffle, and the
right.
third ones were perfect.
It shows that the chef had them pre-made, ready to go, but then they were waiting for the go-ahead from Heather.
No, but that's okay, because to make great fries, you got to cook
Right
them
then.
twice.
Right then.
Yeah.
Frankly, the best ones are at our house out of the coconut oil.
But we cook them twice.
Yes.
Yeah, we cook them
I found
once.
that you could cook them ahead of time,
Yeah.
drain them, and then have your hot oil, your coconut oil, which you can keep heated because it's not carcinogenic, and then take your cooked fries and throw them back in until they get the brown color you want. Take them out, drain them real quick, put a lot of salt and truffle salt on top of it, and put them right on the table. That is so good.
So the omega-3 oils are coconut oil, flax oil, and olive oil.
Yeah.
Anything else? 10W4, no. And the others, like vegetable oil, is omega-6. We don't need that, right?
No, those were touted as heart healthy oils, and they're not.
Well, it's because of the advertising.
Yeah, you've probably read in my books. I've so many interviews with so many different doctors who are saying, no, omega-6 oils. I give you one of my boring explanations, but I don't think they're boring. Every cell, remember, you're 65 to 85 trillion cells is what you are, depending on your size. And every cell has a membrane around it, and that membrane is made of fat, protein, fat, and carbohydrate. But if it's the wrong kind of fat, like the vegetable oils or linoleic acid, which is a known carcinogen, that membrane that you make of your 75, let's cut right in the middle, 75 trillion cells, is now a malfunctioning cell. And when free radicals come in, like you just go to one of those fast food places and have that food that's designed to taste scrumptious. Chemicals have been designed to taste scrumptious, so we go, oh yeah, it's probably what's in these cookies. They come in, the free radicals attack the cell, and then the cell malfunctions. If you have too many malfunctioning cells as opposed to functioning cells, not a good scenario for your health.
You'll die. Well, no. No, it may take a
Well,
while.
it'll take a while,
Yeah,
but
take a
it's
while.
going to lead to
Yeah.
putting you in a catastrophic state. Do you realize how often we wait until we're in a catastrophic state before we go to the doctor?
Well, that's what we do, except especially guys.
Yeah.
Women are more
I'm
proactive
fine.
about their health
Yeah.
than guys. Guys
Yeah.
say, yeah, I'm fine. Or they say, when you talk to them about, testosterone, they say, I'm fine down there. And you say,
That's the last thing to go. First, when men are testosterone deficient, there's nice broad shoulders that are so good looking and appealing. Their shoulders start to slump. You've seen it, maybe in men in your family. There's like no stature. That's lack of testosterone. The belly fat, that's lack of testosterone. The fatigue, the grumpiness, that's all lack of testosterone. So when you put the right kind of testosterone and the right levels according to your deficiency, the shoulders come back. If you work out a little bit, not a lot, you don't have to do a lot. Your belly goes down. And, and by the way, if you're having trouble down there, as they always say, that will completely come back. But that's the last thing to go. The other are telltale signs of you're in trouble.
Well, Suzanne gave me my testosterone shot less than an hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a hot time in the old town tonight. Yeah. It's working. Unfortunately.
That's on you too.
Yeah.
I heard from a friend of mine who said, my doctor said that, we shouldn't be taking testosterone because it'll give us cancer.
That's the thinking.
And I said, that's an allopathic doctor. That's a doctor you go to and you say, I've got a problem here, and he writes a prescription, gives it to you, and you take off and get your prescription. Doctors who are alternative, where they have one foot in allopathic medicine when necessary, and the other foot in real medicine, natural medicine, they say testosterone is a muscle and body building hormone. Okay?
And can I add to that?
Of course.
The heart is the largest muscle in your body, is your heart, pumping. A lack of testosterone in your heart is very dangerous because the heart has more testosterone receptor sites than any other part of your body. So when you are losing testosterone, as we aging is about worn out parts and we decline, that's your pumping power, and so that's why you get kind of fatigued, and that's why your blood pressure goes up, and that's why you're grumpy, and that's why they do movies with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon. Remember those guys? Called Grumpy Old Men. And everybody went and they laughed because they saw themselves in it. But it's a loss that doesn't have to happen if you age the new way. Age the new way. As you reach a certain age, even if you feel perfect, have all your lab work taken to see where your blood levels are. And then the next year, have them taken again to see if they've declined, and so on and so on. I always tell people in their late 30s, early 40s, it's time now to take the blood tests or urine tests, whatever your doctor prefers. They all have a different. Some swear by saliva, some swear by your urine, some swear by blood.
And poop.
Yeah, but for your hormones, poop does all another kind of great kind of testing to see what's going on in your gut. But you want to keep your declining hormones in check because you'll start reaching that catastrophic state before you realize that everything's going awry. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And by the way,
yeah.
When we started doing, saliva, urine, blood, and poop testing years ago,
They call it stool.
Pardon me?
Stool testing.
Stool testing, yeah. I always felt badly about it. Somebody in the lab has
Yeah.
to do the testing, okay? And I felt badly about it, and I thought, is this like you've come back as a stool tester? Is this a reincarnation as a stool tester?
Your wife.
Okay? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've actually seen a picture of these people who do it, and they're dressed as astronauts.
Oh, right.
They're breathing oxygen. They're not breathing air in the room. They're all inside this suit and this head thing, and they're breathing oxygen or whatever they're feeding them.
But remember the job I had when Bruce was a baby? It was a nighttime job, so I could take that one. And my job was in the multiphasic department of this major chain of hospitals. And so when they checked in, I gave them all I wore a nurse's uniform, and they filled out all the questionnaires.
I bet you were sexy in a nurse's uniform.
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah,
I was just working.
Yeah.
And in this package, I would give them, okay, Mrs. Smith, you go sit over there, and then when you're finished, use the restroom, and the cups are in there. and they're supposed to give urine samples. I can't tell you how many times I go, no, Mr. Smith, it was supposed to be a urine specimen, and I'd be handed a jar full of poop.
But I bet, I gotta tell you,
What?
whoever can poop into a little jar
Or
on
a cup?
demand,
You can't?
they don't have a... Me?
Yeah. Even back then, before you were
I've
like...
never tried it.
Oh, it's kind of
I
easy.
mean, it's a little tiny jar that's big enough for guys just
Well,
to...
I didn't want their poop. I wanted urine. But some of them, I guess you're right. They probably went in there and went, oh, this is going to be hard.
You know,
It was icky.
You know, that for
Hey,
you
you know
folks
what else?
who are having
Segue.
dinner right now...
Right. What?
For
know what
you
else is
people who are
great,
having dinner
Suzanne?
right now...
Oh, sorry. Segue. She's got a segue to get off poop.
Segue.
Okay.
The amazing thing about Suzanne's Manuka Honey Moisturizer is that it's not sticky.
No, it's not.
It goes on silky and smooth, but we put a pretty high concentration of Manuka Honey in there because it has so many incredible benefits on its own, but it's silky and smooth.
Yeah, I love them both. I love them both, and I use them both. So I wouldn't want to choose, but when my skin feels irritated, I put the soothing Manuka Honey gel, and it immediately goes, oh, okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think we have to review everything that we're doing
Okay.
today for Suzanne's Select Box.
There
okay?
we go. Okay.
Okay. The retail value of today's Suzanne Selects is $135. The Suzanne Selects box is available always for $49.99 or $50.
What
Today,
savings is that?
It's 63% off
Wow.
at
Wow.
SuzanneSomers.com.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And here's what
Just
will
in
come.
case you have trouble hearing, here it is over here. Okay. All right.
And if you get this and you give it as a gift, I know it's a little thing, but to me it's a big deal. Yellow tissue paper to go with the yellow box, which goes with my yellow dress, my favorite dress. And they open it up and go, oh, a present. And they never mentioned, I sent it to myself, but I haven't got a present today.
The other thing that people do is they buy little gift bags, and if there are particular items that they don't want for themselves, they give them as little gifts to a sister or a mom or a friend or there's, and the last time we did the Manuka Honey products was about a year ago. We launched them in the Suzanne Selects box, and you guys have responded so massively so that Suzanne asked us to expand the line. So we have 4 new Manuka Honey items coming for you probably before the summer is done.
But what did I tell you last night at dinner? We should make this.
It wasn't at dinner. You talked about doing something with arnica.
Yes.
During the last show.
Yes, for bruising. Do any of you bruise? It happens as you get older, and I noticed the other day, Alan bruised himself. He was talking to me, and he scratched his arm real hard, and when he finished scratching his arm, I went, what's that? And I get these little bruises, do you? And arnica is very good for it. There's little pills, and there's the gel, but maybe we could come up with a better version.
So Rose Montoya said, my mother's birthday is July 4th. She's a firecracker. She's a firecracker.
I bet.
Just like me and my twin sister. Where the heck were you, Rose, in high school?
Too bad you were so shy in high school.
Yeah.
I bet you were
I was
cute.
Shy. No, I was shy.
And I bet you were really cute. And you didn't need to be shy.
I don't know how cute I didn't. I had no success with girls.
I
didn't. I'm not kidding.
Oh, cry me a river.
I didn't. I had.
Hey, Suzanne, Pam has a question for you.
Sure.
Pam on Facebook wants to know, what is the difference between the Bronze Simmer gel and your golden tanning serum? I think that's what you're asking, Pam, because you said gel or serum.
It's not bronze simmer, it's bronze shimmer. So the tanning is, you put it on, and it's a tanning lotion. You'll stay tan for, if I do it right, and I put 1 layer on of the serum, the tanning serum, and then wait 20 minutes and put a 2nd layer on, and maybe the next day I put a 3rd layer on, I'll stay tan for well over a week. and that's with shallowing. The shimmer, the bronze shimmer, is like something you put on over your tan that makes your skin shimmer. I mean, it's beautiful. Let me see if I can open
It has sparkle.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
So,
and especially
the
on
bronze
your
shimmer,
shoulders.
yeah.
You know, I wear those off-the-shoulder tops, and I don't do it all the time.
Can you hold it up to camera,
y-
Alan, so that you can see the little gold?
Yeah.
It has little gold shimmer in it. So it does give you a little bit of color, but it's like a transparent bronze color immediately that you'll get with a little bit of gold shimmer. So it gives you that little bit of like resort look sparkle on your décolletage or your shoulders. You can use it on your face. It's super pretty. And then the golden tanning serum has the tanning actives in it that work with or without sun. So that's how you build a base.
Like she said. Okay. Al, can you hold this up to camera?
Certainly.
And can you give me your hand? I want to put some shimmer on your hand. Give me your hand.
Shimmer on my hand.
Yeah. Al doesn't want to come out and show himself today because he forgot his glasses
Yeah.
or lost them.
Oh. Hey, I've got a shimmer on one hand.
So show the difference between your two hands, and then I'll put this excess on your other hand so you don't look weird tonight. You see?
Hmm?
Okay, come here. Let me give you a little more. I don't know how I got scotch tape on me. All right. Give me a little kiss. Will ya?
There you go. Oh, thank you. That's super helpful, Alan.
What are you gonna miss? Will ya? Huh?
Look at that shimmer.
It's pretty. For your shoulders, for your legs, for your back. It just depends on how energetic you are that day.
And who's doing the
And you
shimmering?
can use them together. So like Suzanne,
Yeah.
does, she uses the golden tanning serum as a base.
I have both on right
And
now.
then- Yeah, and then the Healthy Glow Bond
Yeah.
lotion. It's like a tan extender because
Yeah.
it has lotion and the tanning actives in it.
Yes.
And then the bronze shimmer is the last coat that you put on the top if you want those little flecks of gold shimmer. It's pretty.
Yeah, I love our products. I love when you come up to me out in public and tell me you love the products and you all like something different. And I go, I know, I get it. It's like, where have these ingredients been? What lulled us into using all that chemical stuff? I'm waiting for that conversation to be on television, but it never will be. Whenever I'm on any show, the producer always comes up to me right before I'm introducing, do not mention chemical companies, don't mention pharmaceutical companies, and don't mention additives in food. Have a good show. That was what my book was all about. So they want me to come there but not talk
No,
about
but you
it.
know what's interesting is
What?
that the hosts of those shows disregard
Yeah.
what they're told.
And then I'm in
and
the
they get
tug of
into
war.
it anyway.
Yeah,
It's
right.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's it's all silly. It's stupid.
Yeah,
People are operating on fear rather than honesty.
Did you show this bottle?
Certainly, you just did.
I know. Let's show it
Okay.
again, because.
Okay, this is the bronze shimmer, bronze méritant. Okay. There it is. Bronze méritant.
I read a comment yesterday. I don't know why. I don't read them all because I'm so busy, and
you
I
can't
have
read.
Caroline
You
doing
can't
the
read,
show
yeah.
after, and I can't read. Caroline doing the show, she's answering all your questions, so I figure, okay, you're not being ignored, you get it. But I read one, she said, I really like Suzanne. Al, not so much.
Well, I have.
How could anybody not like you?
I actually, a lady just said something really nice about me. I wish I could go back and pull up that comment.
Pull it out of your brain. What'd she say?
Well, she just said that she, that she liked me, and she had a little picture of herself there, and I thought, where were you in high school?
You must have had a very lonely high school.
No, I had my friend. I had a
Gibby.
Well, no, Gibby actually. I don't think he went to high school.
Oh.
I have another friend who didn't go to high school.
Yeah.
And he got into bubblegum machines.
Yeah.
Then he got into laundromats, both cash businesses.
Oh.
Okay.
And how did he do?
And then he got into owning horses that race.
Uh-huh.
And the last time I heard from him, he was living in Switzerland, in Geneva. He married,
And why
he married his
that
lawyer.
tone in your voice?
Pardon me?
Why that tone in your voice? Because you
Well,
can
because
hide
he's
money
invisible.
in Switzerland?
Because he had cash businesses. And he probably never paid his taxes.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then he disappeared into Switzerland
Wow.
with all the money.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, I like everything about you, but one of the things I admire about you is nobody can catch you in anything because you're fair.
Well, I think it's important to pay your taxes.
I do too.
Okay? We have, if you call the fire department, they come. Okay?
That's one of my favorite lines in one of my military TV specials. It was right before Bye Bye Baby. In fact, you can see Bye Bye Baby on Twitter if you pull it up. And I was wearing a military suit and surrounded by sailors, and they're cheering, and I said, you make me want to pay my taxes.
If we had they're having this whole deal going on. This is not new information, but there's this whole thing about defunding the police, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and the police can't possibly come to look after you for every single thing that happens. But I'll tell you who can come.
Who?
The fire department.
I love firemen.
So if you call the fire department and someone has broken into your home, they'll hear the sirens going off as the fire truck is approaching the house.
My cousin Cornelius Murphy was the was the police chief of San Francisco for many, many years. And my other cousin, Dan Dennehy, was the fire chief. So I've been surrounded by people in uniform my whole life, and
But
such.
Didn't you have a cousin or an uncle or something who
The
was
warden.
a warden in
Yeah,
San Quentin?
Neil McCarthy.
Neil McCarthy.
So McCarthy, Dennehy, and the third one. Murphy. Cornelius Murphy, yeah. His name was Con Murphy.
I wonder why, I'm glad, but I wonder why it attracts Irish people.
I don't know.
What
When
do you
I
think
grew up,
that
I
is?
thought everybody's father or grandfather was a policeman. My grandfather was a policeman. His father was a policeman. And my father, I think this is a nice story we can end on. My grandfather, who I never had the pleasure of meeting, his beat, I guess, not his whole career, but for a long time was the all-night beat. And as the story goes, he would see this little kid sitting on the curb in front of his house all night long. And so finally my grandfather took him home and put him into my father's bed. His name was Nicodemus, and he lived there forever. And it turns out his mother was a prostitute, and she'd say, go sit on the curb, and probably saved his life. So anyway, they do good things.
Huh. I've never known a prostitute.
I don't think you have.
No, I never
Why would you
have.
pay?
Pardon me?
Why would you pay?
Well, it's not about paying. I'd like to talk to a no, not now. But
See, when you had your talk show, wouldn't that have been a good booking?
Well, it depends. I don't know. I mean, there are certain questions I'd like to ask a prostitute.
What? Like, what question, and then we'll say
Well,
There are dolphins
the first
behind
question would be,
there are.
the first
Yeah,
question
there are
would be,
dolphins
when did you
jumping right
become a
behind you.
prostitute?
Caroline's not interested. There are dolphins outside.
Oh, really?
Well, no, I just had people are commenting
Oh,
on
wow.
it. But we can talk about stool and prostitutes.
And prostitutes. Yeah. Your weird ass family.
You get the real goods here, folks.
Well, it's
Yeah.
commonplace here to have dolphins going up and down. This is their route. And when we lived in that other house, we would wake up in the morning and see them.
Well,
It's
we
a
wake
beautiful
up in the morning.
thing.
We wake up in the morning, and guess who would be sitting 10 feet away from us on the railing outside our bedroom?
Oh, the bird.
It wasn't the bird. Okay, what's the name?
Freddie.
Freddie, okay.
He names every flying thing Freddie.
Freddie
So
was
he'll
the
say he's
seagull.
coming back, yeah.
And I think Freddie's trying to make connection.
Well, we'll
right
see
now. I just
tomorrow
saw
morning.
Freddie, okay, out
Put a
there.
piece of bread out there and see if Freddie comes.
Freddie would sit on the railing 10 feet because our bedroom was really tiny, and we'd be 10 feet away from the railing outside. And Freddie would sit there in the morning waiting for me. As soon as I'd wake up, I'd walk to the kitchen, and Freddie would run down the railing to get to the kitchen. I would take out the white bread, which is the best kind of bread to feed a seagull because you can turn it into little balls.
Are you mixing up Freddie the seagull with Freddie the duck?
No.
Because the duck would follow you down, because the seagull's not going to follow you down to the kitchen.
That was a goose you're talking
Or a
about.
goose.
That was Jake the goose. He used to follow me everywhere, okay? Jake had such a crush on me.
He did.
Yeah. This is our little ranch we had
Yeah.
in Nevada. Jake would follow me wherever I went, and if I was leaning down to fix something, he'd be back to back with me to protect me in case enemies arrived. Okay, there we
Manuka
go.
Honey Soothing Gel, Manuka Honey Moisturizer, and Bronze Shimmer. Big sale today.
Okay, last call.
Last call.
Suzanne
Yeah, wait, you guys,
Selects.
before you sign off, I have something exciting to tell you.
What?
You guys just loved Alan's birthday promotion so much. It's a free bottle of liquid oxygen with every $100 purchase.
Yeah.
That we are actually going to extend that through the entire 4th of July weekend.
Oh.
Wow.
So anything over 4th of July weekend that you buy, if you hit $100, you'll be offered to add that free gift.
Wow.
The liquid oxygen
Wow.
therapy. So Alan's birthday is going all the way through Monday. Suzanne and Alan will not be on Monday for 4th of July. They'll be back on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
So enjoy your
Friday.
barbecue. Celebrate being an American.
Okay, one more thing.
Okay.
I just want to say, in terms of Suzanne Selects, okay?
Uh-huh.
We do this every month, and it's never more than $49.99. Let's call it $50. We always give you something worth more than $125. Why? And they're full price. They're not little sample deals. We want you to try our products. They're organic. They're pure. They won't hurt you. They're good for you. So today the retail value is $135. Suzanne Selects is $50. That's 63% off at SuzanneSomers.com. Get it.
Yeah.
What have you got to lose? If you don't like it, cancel it after the first one. But I guarantee that you're going to really like it a lot.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
Okay, this is
This
a
is
great
called
deal.
a present.
Yeah.
Somebody sending you a present. It's you sending you a present, but just like you'll get thrilled by it.
Okay, so it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
It's 4:59. Do you want to sing goodbye? So long and pull your ear. Yeah, you have to be over 70.
And
to
you
know what
guys
that
will
means.
post more pictures of Alan's birthday this week, and there's no after show today because everyone's taking off for their holiday weekend. But
Oh, right.
Yeah, everybody's
I'll post more
celebrating
pictures of
my
Alan's fun
birthday.
party.
Yeah.
Enjoy your 4th of July. Enjoy your great gift of being an American and living in America, and keep America safe. God bless America. And remember, it's not who you are. It's not what you do. It's not what you have. It's only about who you love and who loves you. And I love you. Good night.
And remember, we are living in the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.